Oh dear. See. Hey, welcome to the live. Whoever's just joined, just have to excuse me. I'm just setting up a couple of lights at the moment. How's everyone doing? Wonky. Hey man, how you going? How's things? Glad to have you on the live. Just see if how's everyone? What have you been up to? What have you been up to in the weekend? Put something in the wagon. Put something in the wagon, righto. Oh, I'll just get my lights sorted out and then right. I have got a pipe load for that wagon actually. It was carrying wood, but I've got a load of pipes there. So that fit in just like that. Put that car in wagon. Oh these cars over here, yeah. I got put them on the NC wagons. I'm gonna try and get this light right. So my shadow doesn't keep popping into the frame. Oh, that's a bit better. How's everyone's weekend anyway? How's everyone going? We're working on a layout, doing any modelling. Where is don't really want my beer in this shot, do we? What booze is that? It's Carlton Dry. It's not too bad actually. Good. Elaine Rodriguez Kelly, how you going? Hey, thanks for joining the stream. It's been a little while since I did a stream actually. It's been a couple of months or so. I was working in this section of the yard here, and I've been working in this fuel depot over here, and I've put down the ground cover for that, and then I've instead of like a buffer block like I have on most of my other terminating tracks, I put a pile of gravel there this morning, so the glue's just sitting on that. I had to fix up a little bit of on the check rail there on one of the turnouts, but apart from that, hi everyone in chat. Hey Brad, welcome to the chat. Yeah, first of all, I'm starting off in Alexandra. I don't usually start off in Alexandra. That light is annoying me. It's almost like it's too bright or something. I don't want it lit up like a dentist's office. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better. But anyways, what do we got here? Now, we're starting off in Alexandra, like I said. And I've got DJ 3021 in with me today. And yeah, cheers, Brad. Thanks. Now, before I went live, I probably should have sorted out my cards, but anyway, we're going to, what have we got today? We've got an NC XA 2085. No, that one stays. I need the XC though. 1, 2, LC 4295. 4245. Oh dear. That one just got. No, I need LC 4245. Okay, so I've got 3 wagons I've got to pick up here today. And Apple Pear board. I should probably move that camera maybe back a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit better there. So as I said, yeah, we're starting off in Alexandra, and I've got a wagon over here at the Apple and Pear board I've got to pick up, and this LC I've got to pick up, and also the NC. If that is NC 642, I've got to pick that up. Yep, that's 642. So pick up this NC full of wood, that one there full of pipes. Thanks for putting the load in there for me. And a fruit wagon over there. And the wagons come out of the Apple Pear board that's loaded with fruit. The LC has got lumber. Well, it doesn't. It's got pipes. It's actually, I'll change these around. 3, 4. Okay, so it's an empty wagon from the Apple and Pear board that we need to pick up. And it is, the NC has got the wooden posts, which we see here. We've got the stacked wooden posts on it. And our LC is, it says it's empty, but now we've got pipes in there. Okay, so let's get going. Let's get moving. First of all, I'm going to go up to the Apple and Pear board there, and I'm going to get that fruit wagon, that empty fruit wagon. Seems a bit dark and over there, doesn't it? Hey, I just figured out that I don't have to move the whole tripod. I could swivel the top of this light here and it moves just perfectly. Oh, look at that. Ha! Well, there you go. There. Right. Now, where was I? Yeah, so just doing a little bit of scenicking in the Alexandra yard. I've still got pipes and stuff to hook up in the fuel farm over there. But we're getting there. This layout's got about another 5 months, and then obviously I'll be taking it down again for it to go put into its new home. Huh. Now, don't want to get too tangled in wires. Yeah, how are we looking for camera wise? Can we see enough? Yeah. Right, there's a couple under there. Yeah, it's been at least a couple of months, well, not a couple of months, but a month or so since I did my last live. I got 3 likes already. Geez, that's pretty good. Cheers, everyone. Finally, the weather here in Perth has cleared up. For about 3 months there, it did nothing but rain. So we finally got some sunshine. But the only problem with 3 months of rain is Dan's model railroading journey. Hey, how you going, Dan? Welcome to the stream. As I was saying before, the only problem with having like 3 months of rain here in Western Australia is everything gets green and everything grows really, really well, which is quite good. But unfortunately, all that stuff that grows has to die, and when it dies, it becomes bushfire fuel. And of course, you know, here in Australia, we usually have quite a large bushfires. So we'll see what happens this summer. Hopefully nothing like that happens, but usually after big rainy periods, everything greens up and then it dies off. And all it takes is just one person to throw a cigarette butt out the window or something. Okay, so I'm just getting this fruit wagon here. It's an empty fruit wagon, and it's got to go back to Central Foods to get reloaded again. So, what have you been up to, Dan? I noticed you put up a couple of videos there not that long ago. I had a little look-see there. Quite interesting. After reprogramming these locomotives, very happy with the way they operate now. As I said that. Did I switch that across? Yeah, I did. That would only happen on a live stream, wouldn't it? The push-pull rod has come out of that turnout over there. It's just popped out for some reason. What was that? It would only happen on a live stream, wouldn't it? Hey Nathan, how you going? Welcome. Working on my New Jersey Transit passenger cars. Oh, nice. Well, that'd be good. I'm going to try and fix that turnout. I don't know why, but yeah, the throw bar come out of it. I don't know what was going on there. And now it's back in. Now it's back in. Oh well. Okay. I'll take that as a win then. It must have popped out and then popped itself back in. I'm not too sure why it did that, but anyway. So we've gone and taken the fruit wagon out of the apple and pear board, the empty fruit wagon. And what have you been up to, Nathan? Yeah, I haven't done a little live for a little while. And just trying to dodge this cable. Ugh. I'm trying to find, I think the fuel farm in Alexandra was was it Mobile, and what was the other one? Atlanta or Atlantic or something. Let us know. I can't quite. I've never seen a photo of it somewhere, but I can't remember which fuel company it was. So I'd try and get some decals for the fuel tanks over there. Right. Oh yeah. I'm doing it. You've been doing the 3'6" models LA wagon. Oh, nice. Is that the HONZ scale, Nathan? I'm a little bit bummed out that I can't go to the Christchurch train show. My brother's going, but the South Dot Models stand will be there, so I would really love to go and see that. IA, not LA. Oh, okay. IA wagon. IA. I think 3'6". Yeah, I've got the DSB shell from 3'6". They're really nice prints, and I've still got to get a Dakota put in that. Okay, container wagon. Nice. Actually, I've seen that on their on the Instagram. Actually, their new container wagon range, with the container wagons they brought out. Now I've got to go and get this LC with steel pipes on it, and this NC with wooden stacked wood on it. Lumber. See if I can. Here, hopefully you guys can see that clearly. And so it's all systems go in Alexandra today. And yeah, it's going to be another 5 months before I can move this layout. So I'm not going to be able to get into my new house until at least February. So that's why I went ahead and I sent the bit over there at the fuel farm and stuff like that, just to, you know, I'm not going to sit here for another 5 months and idle. Plus that it's not going to get disturbed either way when I move the layout anyway, so it's not too bad. Nice and gentle. Right. And also, what else has been happening is I've got a new, well, not a, I don't have it, but there's a bird outside now that it's a little woolly wagtail bird, and every time I go outside and it's there, it attacks me and it swoops me. And I was talking to my brother on the phone yesterday, and it attacked me while I was on the phone yesterday. Just pretty much the last 4 days it's been doing it now, and it'll attack me and it will go up into the trees, and then I'll come back outside and I'll walk to a certain part of the driveway, turn around to walk back inside, and it will come back down and attack me again. I had this morning, I went to go get into my car and I heard the bird. I heard it chirping and I go, oh, surely that's not the same bird. Sure enough, it comes straight out of the tree and a big torpedo straight towards me and swooped me again. So I don't know what its problem is. I've seen the neighbours and stuff outside. It doesn't attack them. It just attacks me for some reason. And usually in Australia, we've got some of the world's most deadliest animals, but what's the one thing that's going to attack you? There's a little fantail bird. So, yeah, we'll see how long he keeps up that facade for. There we go. Ethan, it is starting our NZR S scale 2, building some kits at the moment and have a DXC kit to do. Oh, nice. One question, what track have you used to represent New Zealand Rail? Pico. What code is it? Hey Ethan, welcome to the stream. All this track here is Pico code 100. I understand the code run 100 rail is somewhat a little bit out of scale for 164th, but for a switching layer you want reliability, and I think that the Pico code 100 is the most robust that you could get. It's yeah, definitely robust. It's not as fine and as good looking as like the smaller codes, but this is yeah, just standard Pico code 100, and it's SL. Oh, what do we got? Code 100. SL Pico. The code is SL100. I bought it by the box. You get 25 links in a box, and it's, yeah, SL100. The sleeper spacings is not very prototypical, but I'm not too fussed about sleeper spacings. You can cut the webbing between each sleeper and space them out differently, but I didn't go through that extreme. But yeah, that's basically all it is there, Ethan. All the turnouts, everything I've kept at code 100, Pico code 100. And I run both Inchel Frog and Electro Frog turnouts. Both Inchel Frog and Electro Frog turnouts have got the all wired up for switching polarity. I understand the frog can't be changed on Inchel Frog, but I've switched the polarity of the actual switch rails and that as well. Some animals just hate random people for no reason. Yeah, definitely. That's the truth in Australia, and also as well, a lot of humans do that as well, to be honest. Southern Cross Rail System, welcome. Your track is well weathered. There is no way I would have guessed your track was code 100. Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, no, it's just standard code 100. When I decided to go to HO from N-Scale, I was thinking about the smaller brands, but then switching layout, I'm going to be constantly going over turnouts and stuff like that. I wanted reliability, so I went for the larger scale, the larger code. Definitely reliability over looks. There's no point having a model railway if it's not going to run properly. You know what I mean? So, I mean, run it. The track is everything, really. Your trains won't run unless your track is properly done. Yeah, thanks, Ethan. The weathering, basically, all I did was I went through and I painted the rails with a Tamiya linoleum deck brown. It's cool. And so linoleum deck brown XF79. This is an old bottle of this is just a wash, but XF79. So I painted all the rails with that, and then I went through and I painted the sleepers white. I painted all of the sleepers white, and then I went through and I painted them different types of browns, different shades of browns. Left some of the sleepers white to represent old sun-bleached wooden sleepers, and that was basically it, really. And then just ballast over the top of that. Now I've still got to airbrush a light wash over the track, because at the moment it's a weathered track on stunningly clean ballast, which doesn't really look realistic. So it'll eventually get an airbrush over it to sort of tone it down a little bit. Yeah, code 100, definitely the easiest, especially when you got to solder wires to it and stuff like that. Now, where was I? Oh, that's right. Now that I've said everything about reliability and stuff like that, I'll probably have a derailment or something now. You know what it's like when you're filming or you're on live. So, Ethan, you're starting out an S scale, NZR. What are you modelling in particular? A certain area? Your switching layout, or what's your sort of style you're going for? I went for a switching layout. Mine is just a point-to-point switching layout. Because I like operations better than watching the trains run round, but each to their own. But I can get hours of enjoyment just out of this point-to-point switching layout. I mean, it goes all the way around the walls, and you could be in here for a good few hours sometimes. And I've also kept my couplers prototypically the same, the old hook couplers. Yes, they can be a little bit fiddly at times, but yeah, keeping the couplers prototypical. I mean, more interesting than the KDs. Christchurch to West Coast coal trains Alpine route. Oh, that'll be a nice one. Arthur's Pass a Terror. You have a lot of nice green scenery for that. Hey, Stefan, you made it this time. Hey, I haven't done a live for so long. Hey, you're welcome. The Christchurch to West Coast, you're going to have gradients and stuff. You'd need quite a large area for that, you'd imagine. Are you doing like modern day or the old day with the old LCs and LA wagons, or is it modern day with the CB coal hoppers? Right, so that's hooked up. I've got those 3 wagons. I need... How many times I'm going to trip over these cords, I don't know. So I got all the paperwork for them. They're all good. Central freight sidings. Central Clyde freight siding. Okay, so those 2 go together. And the LC. Oh, these all go to the same area. Well, that makes it easier. They're all going to the same siding in Clyde, so... Actually, I need those. The central freight sidings, I need to take out a couple of wagons before I do anything from there. No, I just need to take out one, XA2142. Just need that one. The others can stay there. Right, what else we got? Modern day. Yeah, early 2000s. Oh, that'd be good. You get the early 2000s. That'll be interesting. Did you have many DAs down the South Island? Southern Cross Rail System. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I think the DAs were more of like a North Island. Yeah, as Nathan just said, DAs weren't used in the South Island. Yeah. Basically, it was DJ territory, South Island there. And it's I think there was a couple of DJs in the North Island. I think the last DJ was in the North Island before the was it Transrail or Toll Rail, whoever they were, got rid of it. DA 725 did go on test runs around Dunedin after rebuilt Hillside. DJ and DG. Yeah, DJs and DGs. The DGs had the, I've seen a few photos where the DGs have left oil slicks down the centre of the track. Last DJ was part of the Heritage Fleet. Yes. Was it 3096, I think? I'm pretty sure 3096. I think that was the one that they painted black too, and we were talking about that one other time. I can't remember. I might be wrong. I don't live in New Zealand, so you guys would know it better than I do. Talking about that, I'm just sitting here talking and not running trains. So we're going to go over to Clyde. Excuse me while I move the light around. And move the camera around. Yep, 3096, yes. 3096. And where can I put you guys? So the only part of this layout, the Fulton Hogan yard over here, is the this corner here is the only corner that hasn't actually been scenic or ground covered yet. So I'm still figuring out exactly where the placement of buildings and stuff is going to go, but we'll get there. All right, I'm coming over. I promise. I promise. is now Dunedin Railways. Did you build your locos and rolling stock yourself? Ethan, I built all the rolling stock myself, but my locomotives, I've got 2 of these DJ locomotives, and they were built by the late King Cousins about 15, 16 years ago. And they sat in a shoebox for about 15, 16 years until I built this layout. But yes, all of the rolling stock is South Dock kits that I bought and built up myself. The locomotives were originally DC, but I converted them. I'm just going to move this around, you're going to see my ugly face. Yeah, so the locomotives were originally DC, and then I converted them to DCC with keep lives in them and all that sort of stuff. I think if I get the light, if I don't. Hey, my brother's going to the show as well. Yeah, he'll be at the show. Where are we? I wish I was going to the show, actually. Actually, it's probably a good thing I'm not going to the show, because I would probably spend all my money at... definitely would have spent all my money at the vendors. It's just altering the sun. I don't understand why there's so much shadow off that thing. I mean, if I turn this light off, that sort of makes it worse, doesn't it? Yeah, I wish I could go to it. Yeah, Brad's going to be there. Brad will have his Willow Creek Industrial Spur shirt on, so you'll be able to find him. No worries. I'm watching that light back on. Yeah. Now, as I said, all of these are going to the same location. So I will, actually, you guys are way too far away. Yeah, I can't see much. Excuse the camera wobble. Should be a good show this year. Yeah, I mean, you guys get a lot of shows. I mean, we get a few shows here, but not in the West. We get, I think, like 1 show a year, I think. And a couple there. And our show's already been and gone this year. I've got to run around these wagons here, and these wagons are going to go into here, but I've got another fruit wagon in here that's got to come out. I only go to Christchurch show. I'm too cheap to go to other ones. Yeah, hey, my brother and I were just talking yesterday about the price of stuff. It's getting out of hand. It's unreal. Jamie Brady. How are you, mate? Hey, cheers for joining the stream. Welcome in. Just doing a little bit of switching here in Clyde. And should I go get those ones first? No, I won't. Yeah. I'm from South Australia. Oh, you're from South USA. Oh, welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm all the way over here in I'm over in the forgotten part. We're in Western Australia, the Wild West. Easy, don't buy it, just build it. Way cheaper than buying RTR stuff. Yeah, definitely. And also, you get a little bit more satisfaction when you build it yourself. It's like with these kits, and I've just gone out of your frame. It's like with these model kits that I bought from South Dock, you know, like I know they're kits and they go together quite well, but you do get satisfaction when you say, yeah, you know, I built that. Still a kit, but I still built it, you know. Right, as opposed to opening up a box and taking it out of the box and putting it on the layout, you know. How's the weather been? Hey, finally we've got some sunshine. It did rain a couple of days ago, but finally we got some sunshine after about 3 months. I was almost getting ready to grow gills and fins. In my 18 years of living in Perth, I've never seen this. I've never seen it so wet. I'm just going to clear this switch here. And push it up. Pick up those other wagons. You granted, Nathan. Yeah, doing my first South Dock kits at the moment. Great fun, awesome wee kits. They are. They're awesome. I love building them. I've still got another 7 kits that I haven't built in my stash yet. I'm sort of waiting to get to. Yeah, you do that. Especially when you buy stuff off eBay. A lot of eBay stuff's like that, or what do you guys call it? Trade Me. Yeah, you usually buy stuff like that, and you inherit someone else's mistakes. I did that with my N-scale lad. I used to buy old buildings from there used to be a model railway shop here that would sell second-hand stuff as well. And I used to buy all the old buildings that other people had put together, and I'd strip them down and renovate them. And I would redo them back up. It's nearly Chris. Yeah, definitely. I might have to treat myself. I do need to get a UC tank wagon for my fuel sidings in Alexandra over there. And also I'm looking at getting at least 3 or 4 47-foot passenger cars. And they'll be painted up in Torrey Gorge colours. So when I do expand the layout, I could run a small passenger service. And I've gone completely out of frame without knowing. And I've got to get this little white fruit wagon at the end here. A little bit more. There we go. So I might treat myself at Christmas. WE class loco for $500 and spent probably 60 hours rebuilding it so it actually ran properly. Well, hey, look, steam locomotives, damn. There's a lot that can go wrong with them. Have you seen the videos of that fella in India. He makes model trains out of plastic drain pipe. They're amazing. Um, no, I haven't, but I have seen someone. They make vehicles out of PVC, and they make like the gearbox, the clutch, everything. They actually move the gear lever. It actually changes gear and everything. But I haven't seen the ones where he does the trains. Right, we need that one to say there. And all of these wagons now go up into here. That was an easy shunt. It's 3 more months till Christmas. Yeah, I know, it's come around so quick. But I'm trying to sort of save myself building too much on this layout, because the more I build now, the more careful I have to be when I tear it down and move it in 5 months or so time. It might be the same guy. It might be. But this guy is actually like the actual pistons and stuff and that all work. And just scratch build out of nothing. It's, yeah. We're going to be... Wasn't really an exciting shunt, was it? Because all these wagons are the same destination. And that XA, that's actually empty. It's got to go back to the apple and pear board where it has come from. Do you see family at Christmas? No. No, I don't. I haven't. When was the last time? Brad, you might be able to answer this. When was the last time I saw you guys at Christmas? It was a long time ago. I used to go back to New Zealand and see my family at Christmas, pretty much every Christmas. But then, I think, oh gosh, yeah, it'll be a while. But I don't see them necessarily at Christmas, but other times throughout the year. I haven't been back to New Zealand since 2022 was the last time I was back there. But I'm going to have to make another visit very shortly. Now, I went out of frame, and what I've done, at Christmas Eve I stay up till midnight. Well, Jamie, I pretty much do that almost every day of the year. Almost. um, I've got real bad. I'm real bad at sleeping. Well, I'm not bad at sleeping. You can't mess that up. You know, you just got to lie down. But I'm bad at of getting to sleep because of my work. I'm constantly, usually on day shift or night shift, and I work irregular hours and stuff like that. So sometimes I could be up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, sometimes I won't even sleep. I'll come home from work and then I'll be awake right until I go back to work again sometimes. I've always been bad at like that. Couple onto here. Now this little wagon's going to go over to Alexandra. Let me just get my 14 people on here, 7 likes. Hey, thanks everyone for the likes. And cheers for coming in and joining me. That must be stressful. Yeah, sometimes it is. Especially when you've been awake all night and you've got to work all the next day driving a truck or something, or a machine. It makes it a little bit bad. I take nana naps all the time. Yeah, I'm scared if I take a nana nap, I'll take a nana nap in the afternoon and wake up at 2 in the morning. But yeah, I think tomorrow. I think I'm working. Yeah, I'm on day shift tomorrow, so I'm working day shift tomorrow, and then I think at some stage during the week we're going to night shift. So who knows? It's so hard to plan in my line of work. You can't plan anything. You want to plan to to meet up with someone or do something. It's so hard because we don't know what we're doing. We're like 2 days away from. We could be told tomorrow that we're going to night shift. We just don't know. But how many hours? All depends really on the job. Lately, we have been working 13 to 14 hours. 13 to 14 hour days. We've done a couple of 15-hour days. Um, sometimes not too bad. We're only doing like 10-hour days and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. But enough with me gibbering on. I have got paperwork for that. I've got that one there. I'm thinking out aloud, guys. These 3 have just been brought in. Right, I need to go get that KP over here. I need to get this one. And what else has it got there? And the MCP. Oh, this is going to be good. I got the road rail petrol wagon I've got to pick up. And that one has got to go to the new fuel sidings in Alexandra. So that'll be the first time I've actually switched that siding. So what I'm going to do, I've coupled onto this. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want to be towing that around with me everywhere. I'm going to go get the other 2 wagons. Put them onto there. I think we've got a plan. And the day. Yeah, so that's day shift and night shift. We'll do any sort of hours really. What's the load in the LC? The LC is just drinking straws. The other night I thought, stuff it. I went into the city and I went to a couple of bars in the city and had a few drinks, and they had these drinking straws there on the counter, so I snatched a few. They're just the paper drinking straws. And just made them into a load. I'm going to paint them eventually. But yeah, that's the load in the LC. Like that. So a KST wagon would look nice. Would need to be kit bash though. Yeah, my brother had one of them actually. What would you use for the tarpaulin though? It'd be so pipes then. Yep. Yeah. Do you celebrate Halloween? No, I don't really I don't sort of celebrate it. It's not it is sort of celebrated a lot here and over here, but I don't really celebrate it that much. Yeah, Nathan, a KST, so my brother had one a little while ago. I can't remember what he used for the tarpaulin, but what would you use for the tarpaulin? You'd use some type of fabric for the KST curtain. Yeah. Or maybe like tissue paper that's been dipped in glue, 50-50 glue and water, and let to dry. That might look all right. Like I did with this orange tarp. That's just tissue paper draped over a wooden block. Soaked in 50-50 glue and left to dry, so maybe something like that. Daryl Palmer sells the NZR tarps. Ah, nice. Tight tarps. That'd be nice. I'm just going to quickly go grab another drink, so I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. He no longer makes them. It's big in America, Halloween. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of scary movies in that they get made around Halloween over there. But I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere, anyone. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? I'm going to have lunch now. Have a good rest of your day. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Jamie. Awesome to have you on the chat there. Enjoy your lunch, man. Right, enough of me talking. Let's get moving. And I am, since most of the action is going to be over here, I'll move you over here. Okay, now we're going to uncouple from there. And let's get moving. I'm living in America at the moment. Halloween is pretty busy here. Very different from when I was growing up and where my wife is American and she is really into it. I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, it's really big in America. They love their Halloween and stuff like that. Yeah, I just never sort of really got into it. I have to go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Nathan. Definitely cheers for stopping by on the stream. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'm gonna go switch back again. I'm glad I went and reprogrammed these locos. I got 9 likes. Thanks everyone. Cheers everyone for the likes. Appreciate that. So I need 18.99 and that wagon there. They are neat. They're my best looking, my favourite locomotive actually. I like because they've got 3 bogies. There's no fuel tank, and I love the fact they've got a rounded cab. Yeah, I just like them. They're definitely my favourite locomotive. And these things are heavy too. These locomotives are heavy. They're all made out of white metal, and oh yeah, they definitely stick to the rails pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go up and we're going to get this. We're going to go all the way up here. We're going to pick up this wagon here. And that is 18.99, and that is. Where are we going there? That's got to go to the Apple and Pear board. Oh, Apple and Pear board in Alexandra. Let's see if we can couple onto here. Okay. Right. Now we're going to come all the way out. We need to go back and pick up the MPC. I always get it wrong. It's MCP, but I always call it the MPC. Road Rail Petrol Wagon. I think so too. I mean, 3D printing. I mean, you look at everything nowadays. Everything's almost 3D printed. It's definitely revolutionised the industry. And for the fact that the average Joe can buy a 3D printer, and print his own stuff, it makes it interesting. Even scratch building will probably maybe become a thing of history. I'm going to go all the way down to here. I'm just going to move the camera out of the way so I can actually get in there and couple up the wagons. Right. Yeah, just about everything and anything you can make nowadays. There's absolutely no limit. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I know 3'6", they do a 1/64 scale DJ body, but it's all in their kit is all in one, if I remember. And if it's anything like the DVR that I bought off them, the detail's going to be amazing. That. Definitely, the detail will be amazing. I was blown away by that DVR when I got it. I'm sort of got wagons everywhere now. I can't wait for VCC to bring out their DJ. They're making a version of it, and they've actually got the Mitsubishi signs on the bearing covers, on the axle boxes. So it's definitely going to be a very detailed kit. I've still got their DSC that I've still got to make up yet, but that's going to be saved until. Why did I park there? That's going to be saved until I get into my new house. Park in the way so I can't see what I'm doing. Right, I need to put that LC back because I don't need that. This LC's going to go back. And also VCC mentioned the other day that they're doing decals for station signs and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to get a couple of them made up, as I want to build the Clyde and Alexandra and possibly a third station building. So I'm guessing you just tell them what station name you need and they'll make up the decal for you. AB kit with a brass edge chassis and boiler, 10 or 3D printed parts for the cab, things like. Oh, I'd love to do an AB. I would love to do an AB model, but you just can't bloody find them. I mean, you can find them, but they're very expensive. I don't have the skills to do that just yet, but I'd love to get an AB for this layout. Sorry I keep moving the phone around because I'd rather you guys actually see the train than just looking at a live stream with nothing on it. And that could go there. Uncouple. So I've got that wagon, that wagon. Okay, so I've got my 3 wagons. And I've got to put all these together. So it's going too fast for. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit when you're moving the camera around. I should keep it. Keep it there. Got to run visitors. No worries. Hey, thanks for coming in, joining the chat, man. It's good to have you along. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, let's couple all these wagons together. Actually, you guys can see I'm going to stick my head in the way there. Yeah. Couple onto there. Actually, I need to go back. Ooh, this is going to be a bit of a doozy. No, back a little bit more. Okay, and then uncouple that. I'm going to pick up that white fruit wagon there. We'll add that into the consist. And I think that's the 3 wagons that we need. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, definitely reprogramming the locomotives is worth it. Just resetting that CV2. Onto there. This is the wagon I still need to have some touch up on the paintwork after taking the roof off. And I got 2 of these wagons. The other wagon had a squeaky wheel and that got the better of me this morning, and I had to put a little bit of gear lube in the axle box. And that's fixed it so far, but yeah, it just got to me this morning. So all I could hear was squeak, 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 squeak. So a little bit of maintenance. Okay, so that's onto there. Now that's got to go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Classic Scott. I'm going to see exactly. I mean, I know where the petrol wagon's going, but KP NPC 14. It's going to Fulton Hogan, but it's not. It's going to the fuel siding, Apple and Pearboard, and the XA. It's going to Central Freight. Okay, so three different locations these three different cars are going to. Now they're all going. Okay, so I'm going to push these wagons around to Alexandra because they're all going into sidings that I don't need to run around in. So I'm going to just bear with me for a second. And, excuse the mess down below. Actually, I'm trying to move the camera as slow as I can. I'll keep banging into things. Right. Let's bring it around. Trying to turn out the switch properly. There. Yeah. There. Right, we're coming around. Oh, what's going on? Here we come. But being a small switching layout, it doesn't matter, you know, like if you pull your wagons to the next area or push them, you know. And just sort of get my head out of the way. Here we are, good old Alexandra. Now this line that the train's running on now will eventually be the main line when the layout gets extended. So, thanks Southern Cross Rail. Yeah, now that you said that though, no, it seems to be operating really well today. Well, it does most days, but yeah. Forwards. Yeah, I don't usually like to say it myself because I jinx it. And we're going all the way up into, I need to put this petrol wagon up into the new siding up here. And this is the first time I've actually switched the siding since I've put in the ground cover in here, so if there's going to be any hiccups, we're going to see them very soon. I hope I cleaned the frogs out properly. No worries, man. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for coming along and interacting, man. I thoroughly appreciate that. Take it easy, man. Okay, so we'll stop there. Uncouple. And got, oh no, that one. Keep that one on. We need to put, I'll get rid of this seat here, then I can move the camera a bit closer for you guys. Rather than being stuck at the end of the layout there, you can sort of be part of it. Well, so far so good, that worked alright. First time I switched into there, so that's good. That one's there. Apple pearboard. 10 likes. Hey, thanks everyone for the likes. I much appreciate that. Stop there. Get the apple and pear board. What have we got there? Uncouple. Alright, push it up a little bit further. And we'll couple onto that wagon and uncouple this wagon. Okay, well, that's the second wagon delivered. I'm back, finished my lunch. Hey Jamie, welcome back from your lunch. Actually talking about, it's almost lunchtime here too, I think. Butter chicken. Oh, I used to always cook butter chicken. I love butter chicken. I used to always cook it. I went down to the shops today and I bought some basil pesto because I'm going to have basil pesto pasta tonight. I decided to stuff it. I'm not going to rely on Uber Eats anymore because I get real lazy and I don't, always rely on Uber Eats. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. So I'm going to force myself to cook something tonight. Hey Michael, cheers. Hey, thanks for coming back. Yeah, there was a little dead patch on the live streams there. So what happened is my ex-workmate has moved in with me, so he's my housemate now, and he's actually gone over to Sydney for a month for work. So sort of had the whole house to myself lately. And I've put out another video. I don't know if you've seen the video. Go check it out on my channel. But yeah, I've sort of just been. I thought today's good to do a little live stream. And this wagon, this fruit wagon, is it empty? Central Freight. Oh, no, this is full of fruit. This one, apparently. What does he do for work? He's an asphalter. So he's the same as me. I'm an asphalter as well. And we both used to work together. But then he left the company and he's joined another asphalt company. So we're both asphalters but work for different companies. And we live in the same house. It, sort of over here. We have one of them in the south. Oh, I was reading the screen there. I didn't mean to smash into that other wagon. We have one of them in South Australia, asphalter. Yeah, we've got our company has quite a large yard in South Australia. Actually, I was working with a crew from South Australia about 4 months ago. They came over to here to help us. The update video was great, making some good progress. The future plans look good also too. Hey, thanks, Michael. Yeah, hey, I had a light bulb moment when I realised that. Hang on a second, this new house has got a double garage, and I'm going to have extra room. So I thought, why not? I might as well extend the layout. So everything, I'll just uncouple that wagon there. So everything that I've sort of got planned is all hinged on the fact that it's actually going to fit, because I actually haven't been into the garage actually and measured it up, and so everything is sort of what I'm hoping, but whether it happens or not the way that I want it to is a different story. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Jamie, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. It worked out really well. They're good people from the South Australia division, and no, they got along with everyone well, and we got along with them, so that's good. And we managed to get the job done. But we do that quite a bit. We sort of go all over. We sort of go other areas of the country to help other crews. I mean, the job I just came off in the northwest of Australia, we were actually helping a crew from Brisbane. So we had the Brisbane asphalt crew there, and there was about 4 of us that went and helped that crew. So it's quite good. You sort of get to work with crews from all over the country, with the same company, but yeah, from crews from all over the country. I do pipes and foam. What's that there, Jamie? Pipe, is that pipes? Pipes and foam. Formwork. Ah. But, hang on a second. I'll just stop the lake over there because I'm just going into my next venture with the excuse me. Yes, foam, pipes and foam. Asphalt would be hard in the heat. Yeah, Michael, it's when it's like 38, 39 degrees, sometimes when it's 40 odd degrees, laying asphalt in the summer is very hard. It's the asphalt comes out the back of our pavers around about 170 to 180 degrees. And then on top of that, you're out in 41, 42 degree heat, shoveling and raking and stuff like that. It does definitely, it's not a game for everyone. I've been doing it for just over 10 years now. And I'm not too sure why I still do it, but I mean, the guys you work with are good, and you can make really good money. So yeah, definitely definitely as long as you keep drinking water, you're fine. Keep drinking water and that. So I deliver at Melbourne. I have 15 staff. Boom. Oh, okay. So you got you run your own company there, Jamie. That's good. You deliver at Melbourne. Nice. You wouldn't get me in Melbourne. That's the city's too big. Perth is I think we've just taken the record as the longest city. I think it's like 150 k's from one end of our city to the next, lengthways. So, but as far as Melbourne's concerned, being such a big city like that, no, I think I'd stay out of that. Gun spray. Deliver at Melbourne 15 gun spray. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, gun spray. Um goodness me, hang on a second. 42.99. I'm just thinking out loud again, sorry guys. 42.99. I just had that one. Well, that one's out. Stays. 624 642 624. Two. Fence posts. 39.47. 39.47. Freight Alexandra. I've got to take wet. Oh no, I don't. I got a ZA over here that's got to go gun spray. My dad works them as well. Can you look it up? That's definitely. I'll definitely look it up there, JB. Yeah. What was I saying before? I'll just move this. So, the state of play at the moment. As I was saying before, this will eventually be the main line. This track here, when I extend the layout out this way, this will be the main line, and that'll go down, continue on, and Alexandra Station will be literally just over here. Obviously, I'm going to add in more turnouts with a loop, passing loop and stuff like that. But for now, watch this space, because in about a year's time we'll go, remember that there used to be the back shunt? So that done, that worked really well. I managed to put in the ground cover without fouling the flangeways. There was only a little bit of scraping over there, but that's good. And very pleased with that. Now this ZA, that was an off spot. And that was originally meant to go, the stage track is now gone. 3, I think this is going to go to the winery. Yeah, no it doesn't. The stage track to Remarkable Wines, 3 or 4. And then Remarkable Wines. Okay. This one's going to go to Remarkable Wines. It's ZA. It's been sitting there for about 4 days now, so I've got to get this one here over to the winery. Over on the other part. And I don't want to bore you guys, but I'm sort of thinking out loud. My next, the UC. No, that one doesn't. The LA got moved in there yesterday. KP got moved in there yesterday. That got moved in there yesterday. KP 1885. You know what I suck at with these cards is when I do. Sometimes I forget to flip them for the next session. Do you know Bedford disability work? No, sorry, Jamie, I don't know Bedford disability work. 1885. KP. I've lost a wagon. I lost a wagon. How did I lose that? Oh no. No. That's a KP, that's case. Okay, so Humes is going to pick up the KP. Right. The silver KP. 2 wagons to pick up. They do package. Okay, no, sorry, Jamie, I haven't heard of them. Have not heard of them at all. There. So I'm going to go and get this. I'm going to go get this ZA here. Let me stop chatting and start moving some locomotives. Let's. Hey Brad, are you still on the stream? So I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer there. So that's ZA, he's going to go to the wines and then take that over first, and then I'll grab the KP out of Humes. 2, 3. So to Humes, that's going to go to Clyde. This is what happens when you spill IPA on your car cards. Yep, still here, Brad. Yep. I'm going to the shops now. Have a good rest of the day. You too, Jamie. Hey, thanks for joining the stream and thanks for interacting, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I've managed to. Actually, what is in that ZA? That ZA is... It's empty. Well, I hope it's empty because it's been sitting there for about 6 days now. Yeah, couple on. Okay, let's move this one out. Hey, cheers everyone else that's been joining in on the stream there. I hope you've all been having a good weekend. If you want to, let us know what you've been up to. Put it in the comments there. And Remarkable Wines has got to go. I'm thinking about getting here again. I've gone out of bloody focus again. I'm getting some as well. My wish list seems to be getting bigger. I'm looking at getting some ZP wagons. ZAs, I've got 2 of these ZAs. I'm looking at getting a couple of ZPs. So I need a fuel wagon, need a fuel tanker wagon. I need a couple of ZPs. And I need at least 4 47-foot second class passenger cars. Yeah, the wish list just keeps getting bigger. But we'll see how the layout expands before I start going purchasing more wagons and bits and pieces. On it. Okay, so there's got to be a specific way I've got to take this. I'm going over to the winery. Aha. So I'll take you guys over with me. Just got to unwrap the cord from my controller around my legs. So this is going to be an off spot because I've got a wagon already in the winery there. Actually, does that need to come out? 4601. Yeah, that's got to come out. And that's got to go to Clyde. Okay, so that's going to go with the... Okay. We're going to pick up that wagon from the wineries over there. And we're going to replace it with this ZA. Oh, we lost a few viewers. We only got one left now. I'm guessing that's you, Brad. Oh no, we're back up again. Right, let's... Yeah. 11 likes on one video, that's going to almost be a record. That's pretty good. Thanks everyone for your likes. And go and get this wagon. Mr. Gra, good evening. Burning the midnight oil. You would be too, over there. There. Yeah, it's Sunday, about Sunday lunchtime over here, Mystic Railroad. Where's I've gone and lost my uncoupling tool. Oh, there it is. I'll just couple onto there. Okay. What's been happening? Mystic, you've been working on your layout? We're going to set this KS over in this next track. Just in the meantime, while I sort out this other wagon. We need to get you over the hump to 500 subs. Yeah, hey, look, I think it was like 495 the last time I looked. But yeah, slowly getting there. I might have to do a special stream or something for the 500 subs, but yeah. You've been laying dirt. You've been laying dirt or laying in dirt? Laying ballast? Laying dirt. Do uncouple there. Laying dirt between the tracks. Nice. I've not long just finished doing, well, the last few days I was doing the same too. It wasn't dirt, it was grout powder. Because I use grout powder instead of ballast on my in the industries. So I laid some of that the other day. Oh nice, so you're in full on scenery mode. Oh, bumped the camera. Yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of good old Sunday lunchtime switching. If I stop bumping the camera. And we're going to sit wagon over here. And finally, after like 3 or 4 days, it can get loaded now. Uncouple that. Yeah, Brad's been trying out making those bushes you've seen on the Boomer Dioramas video there not that long ago. Nice. You're in New Zealand or Oz? I'm in Australia. Originally, I'm originally from New Zealand, but I live in Australia now. My brother Brad, he still lives in New Zealand though. I think I lived in the 18 years now. I lived in Australia. Well, let's go pick up this other KS wagon. And we're going to pick up another one. Yes, Scott. Yes, that's me. Pick up that wagon and the other wagon, and they both have to go to Clyde. Sorry if I don't really sort of have you in frame. A couple on there. And we need to go to the little switchback. Hey, welcome back. How you? Missed much? I did get that petrol wagon put away into the fuel sidings. You changed your channel name a while back. Yes, I used to be the Willow Creek subdivision. Back, I used to have an N-scale American layout. Yeah, it was the Union Pacific Willow Creek subdivision. And when I moved houses, I tore down the layout, and I decided, instead of going back to N-scale American, I decided to go to New Zealand S-scale, which is what I'm modelling now. This is all New Zealand S-scale. And yeah, something different, something interesting. Sort of makes me a little bit homesick. But no, it's good. That's where I got the name Willow Creek Industrial Spur. That's right. Yep. And we got to go up into Hume's pipes up into here. So we need to get that gate opened. N-scale rules, HO rules. Haha, just I still have got all of my N-scale stuff, all of my locomotives, wagons, except all my buildings. I got rid of all my buildings, all my turnouts, everything I kept, except my buildings. I think a recab DG would look good at home on your layouts. It would. Definitely would. I forgot to open the gates. But where would you get one from, though? That's the sort of thing. Don't mind that. That's actually barbed wire I got when I was in the UK. I had it sitting there for some reason. Right, let's go and pull these wagons out. You build it or else another model if they want to sell the bits. Yeah, I don't know how don't know how good I'll go at building locomotives. I mean, you give it a try, I suppose. I'm going to sit this KP out on the track there, get rid of the LC, and then you should be fine and dandy. Sorry if I'm going a bit slow, but since I've reprogrammed my locomotives, I get this nice crawling speed out of them, and I like using it. Yeah. Couple. Yeah, I love the scale speeds. A switching layout has a purpose. You're obviously switching your rail wagons around purposefully. So, I mean, you put so much effort into modelling something to make it look real, you might as well run it so it looks real. Even the speed is part of this. The speed is part of the realism of the model. Set that LC there. Okay, so that's Hume's switched out. I try to run at realistic speeds also. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about some a little bit more satisfaction, I suppose, when you see your equipment run nice and smooth and slow. Close the gate. Moving you around too much. Right. And it's not too bad for a almost a 20 odd year locomotive, you know. I haven't changed the motor or anything. The only thing I've done is I've made them I've converted them to DCC. So yeah, they run really well. I'm just going to move you over to here. Thanks, mister. Cheers, man. And that. Figure out where they're actually going. ZP's put away. KP, Clyde stage track. Both of these are going to the same track. Which I think I took the wrong track. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yes, I did take the wrong track. Hang on. I got to back up about a couple of meters there. Yeah, definitely. Because you get having something run smoothly. I mean, something can look really, really good, but it's not going to look as good if it's not running smoothly. So definitely uncouple there. And let's get you down to the end of the turnouts there. So I'm going to run around these wagons. Yeah, thanks, mister. Yeah, I put a little bit extra effort in when I did the track work. Because after all, your railroad relies on it. If you don't have the track work, it's not going to run properly. We're going to go all the way down the end of the yard there and push. We're going to come around and push those wagons. Couple onto the back here. Okay. Push these wagons all the way down there. Yeah, see, I don't have sound. I don't have sound or lights or anything in these locomotives. Sorry, guys, I think it dropped out there for a little bit. Yes, I don't. As I was saying, I don't use the sound. Um, it's just something I've never really sort of, gotten into. Uncouple that. Yeah, everything has to run reliable, especially when it's for relaxing. There's no point. There's no point having something where you're just constantly having issues with it. It's definitely not relaxing. Okay, so the Clyde staging track is actually quite full up. Possibly be the next move. I like the natural sound of the model's motor and the clickety clack. Yeah, definitely. Because when you're listening to the model's motor, you can also pick up when there's something wrong too. I'm just going to stop there. I just got to quickly go to the toilet, but I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to grab another drink too, so. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Nothing like having a Sunday rushing trains and having a couple of beers. So that's what it's all about. It's all about relaxing, isn't it? What did I miss? I'm DCC, but I mostly run DC style. So I did. I mean, these locomotives they'll run on DC, but my whole layout's converted to DCC. I should put in a switch where I can change it, like a double pole, double throw, where I could switch between DC and DCC. But no, I'm just strictly DCC at the moment. I remember the old days when you couldn't play trains if someone wanted to watch TV because it's caused. Yes, I remember that. Hey, Brad, you'll remember that. Remember when we were little and we used to run the trains and it used to make the TV go all static? Damn, that's going back a fair while. Oh my goodness. Anyway, just give me 2 seconds while I sort out these for the next move. The actual stage track needs to be taken out. 42.99. No, 42.87. Yep. 624. 42.87. No, 42.45. Yes. Actually, no, that stays. 42.80. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to figure out this paperwork. Yeah, Brad, it was. I remember that you have the trains going and the TV goes static. Oh yeah, the Hornby Triangle. Definitely. Yeah, those things would almost cut your finger off if you drove over them. 42.87. So I need to pick you up. Why have I got those in there? So this is where I confuse myself with these cards all the time. 39.47 and 624. Why? Oh, okay. Yep. Well, that means I don't need that LC. That can stay. ZA and an NC. Jesus, what a combination. LC 42.99. Even Athen Blue Box stuff is just as loud as the wheels spark, and it's terrible. I remember you'd have the light turned off as the train ran around. You see a little tiny blue spark. 42.99. I've lost another wagon. No, that one stays. 42.45. That one. Actually, that one 42.45 needs to be picked up. So that LC. The rest is on hold. So just make sure I got the right wagons. 624. 624. 42.45. So just that one. And ZA. Right, we got it sorted, guys, and we can continue on. Which I need to get 42.45. I need to get this LC here first. So I'll set you up in a fashion where you can see the locomotive. Right. My hat. we go. Just knock everything else over. I'll tell you what, when I had the N-scale layout, a couple of my best ever running locomotives were actually lifelike. Little Union Pacific GP20s, and they were actually lifelike. And they were some of the best running locos I ever had. Oh, wrong tune out. I had Atlas, Kato. The majority, they were all pretty much Atlas and Kato. I didn't have any Backmans, but yeah, the lifelike ones for some reason worked really well. Let's go pick up this NC. Actually, that LC is the one I want, isn't it? Couple into there. I also need that ZA. 39, is that 3947? 3947, so I need that ZA as well. So, off we go. Oh yes, I think that DA was quite loud. If I remember. If I even think I remember seeing it running. Get the ZA out onto the here. I think what's this ZA actually got in it? It's got merchandise, apparently. I'm not too sure which sort of merchandise, but yeah, apparently it's got merchandise. And our LC is meant to be empty. 42, 45. The NC has got fence posts, which it doesn't have fence posts, but it's got wood. And that'll do. Uncouple that. Make sure that's coupled on. Right. I just stick with the Athean Genesis and the higher end Atlas stuff. In Scalar only I've had great luck with Atlas, Batman, Kato, Scale Trains. BLI has been mixed, but the ones at the one rail are really nice. Yeah, they are. I mean, for the price you pay for them nowadays, you'd want them to be, wouldn't you? My brother and I were just talking about that yesterday, about the price of these locomotives and the quality of them nowadays compared to, a Dakota related. I have heard that their Dakotas would reset every so often all your settings they wouldn't save in, your decoders would sort of factory reset for themselves. Paragon. We have got, oh, so here's me talking and not thinking. I need 42, 45, which I literally just put back straight into the siding. So looks like I'm going back again. Hopefully you're not too far away from the action. Not that it's action, but hopefully you can still see properly. And couple that on. Oh, uncouple this wagon. I see there was a Korean brass K class on trade me the other day with a bid of 2,500. Still not hit them. 2,500. How do you justify that for a locomotive? I mean, if you're a serious collector, it all depends what the condition's like. And if it was super rare and you had to really have it and you had the money, yeah, why not? But I don't know. That's way too much. I never had an Athern or Walther's loco. They never offered anything I wanted in N-scale. I never had them either, actually, to be honest. As I said, it was all Atlas, Kato, and I had 2 lifelikes, which were some of my best runners. I never had any Backmans. I think I remember something about the Backmans always had problems with splitting their gears in bits and pieces. Let's couple onto there. Right, I need to push it a little bit further past the switch. Hold there. Okay, now I don't need that, do I? NC 624, that's 642. I'm going to put this wagon load of wood back. The 302 one's definitely getting a workout today. Well, mind you, it's been sitting in the shed for the last few days. I've been using 3332 the last few days, but I try to alternate between the 2 locomotives to make sure they both get a decent run. Sit that there. Couple them up. Then uncouple that one. Right, I need to go down into the Clyde stage track to get that last NC. So we're going to be as I was saying before, Brad, I'm not sure if I had it on the live stream or anything, but I've got this little bird outside and it keeps swooping me And I was talking to my brother on the phone yesterday, and he attacked me about 3 times yesterday. It's about 4 days in a row now. This little bird has been attacking me. He's a tiny little thing, but I don't know whether there's a nest around or what his issue is. But um, he keeps attacking me every time I walk out to the car or walk outside to the driveway. Like this morning, he saw me at the tree across the road, and I heard him chirping. I go, I know that chirp, and I look up, and there's this black thing just making a beeline straight for me. So I don't know what his issue is, but he's got to sort himself out because I've seen other neighbours outside, and he doesn't bother them at all. So I don't know why he's got beef with me. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. So we'll see how many more days these relentless attacks continue. Why? But, I mean, you live in the country with a lot of the world's most deadliest animals, and you're getting attacked by a little fantail. I think it's a fantail. Right, I need that LC uncouple. Just make sure I get this right. Yep, uncouple that one there. Okay, so talking to my property manager the other day, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to get into the house until at least February. So 5 months from now. Because of the house that I'm moving into, it's my house, but I've got tenants in there, and they're building a house at the moment, and their lease runs out at the end of February, which is when apparently their house is going to be finished, and they're going to move out and into the new house. So, we're getting away from the action. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the lease to be done and for their house to be completed, because I don't want to, in this day and age, in this time and age, I don't want to be kicking them out and putting them on the street. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's going to be at least 5 months. And then February. Didn't specify at the start of February or the end of February, but just February. So, I mean, it's something to look forward to. And I suppose after the hype of Christmas and all that has died down, not that there's much hype anyway, but yeah. And I mean, I suppose that gives me a lot more time to buy stuff, you know. What happened over here? Is that short? No. It gives me a little bit more time to buy stuff for the layout and that I need. And a little bit more time to plan stuff as well. Oh yeah, so am I. I'm excited to actually start it, to be honest. But I really just need to get into the house to actually measure up to actually get this layout into the garage and actually see what it looks like and see how much room I've got to play with. Is going to be the exciting part. So hopefully everything that I've got planned, I'm able to do. But one way or another, it's going to be extended, that's for sure. But I would rather wait. I'm gonna fail that. I would rather wait to get into the house rather than throw a family out onto the streets, or break the lease for them. Um, so I'd rather do that. I'd rather be the good landlord. I mean, they've got a family, I don't. So, um, yeah, it is what it is. And then when the time's up, the time's up. So we'll get there, and yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be good. Your budget is shot for the year. Oh well. At least as you said, you got plenty to do without spending money. I always think I've got plenty to do without spending money, but I always go and spend money. Right now, I've taken the wagon that I need, and I'm just putting back these other box wagons that I don't need, putting them back. Is that too? No, that's all right. Yeah, it's good. I need to go back, I think, and revisit a lot of scenes and do some weathering and touch ups and little improvements and stuff like that. I'll uncouple that. Just going back and revisiting scenes, I think, you know, just improve on areas. Yeah, well, here in Perth, Western Australia, we get one train. What is that? We get one train show a year. But in saying that, the local model railway club does have, like running days and stuff like that. And they also have stalls as well, or one, like a stall as well, where you can go and, buy and sell. I think you can buy and sell. We've got those 3 wagons are all ready to go. I'm pretty sure I moved that one this morning. Did I? Did that come from this morning? Where did my other NC wagon? I lost another. Oh no, there it is. I'm losing my marbles. Yeah, just going back and revisiting bits and pieces. Definitely. But yeah, what are we going for? 2 hours and 15 minutes there. Well, guys, hey, I'm gonna cut it off there. Enjoyed having you here on the stream. It's been great. 2.25 hours. I definitely enjoyed your company. Thank you very much for everyone joining me. Go and check out my channel. Go and have a look, see there, like and subscribe if you like what you see there. But yeah, no, it's been a good little Sunday afternoon. A couple of drinks, talking with you guys, running some trains and bits and pieces. So yeah, till next Sunday, definitely. We'll get another. We'll see if we can get another stream in. But yeah, no, thanks everyone, and everyone, please stay safe and stay well until I see you again. You take care as well there, Mystic. And yeah, no worries, Brad. That's all good. I'll probably give you a call later anyway, Brad. But no, thanks everyone. Much appreciate it. And stay safe. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.